Kweku Afari here for SportyTV. We are in the Olympic Stadium in Berlin for the big one, Spain versus England in the final of Euro 2024. This tournament started out with 24 teams. We're down to the final 2. And for the big ones, we've got the big guns. To the right-hand side of me, we've got Michael Essien, football legend. And to my left, got the main man himself, Oladipo, globetrotter extraordinaire, has joined us for the final here in Berlin. I'm going to start off with you, Michael. England versus Spain. Maybe not the final that everybody expected, but it's the final that we've got right now. How do you see this game going today?
Thanks for having me, and yeah, it's great to be here for the finals and England versus Spain. I don't know, it's as we all know, England they've not been their best, but yeah, they are here now. They're in the finals. Spain has been winning all their games, so yeah, it's going to be a very tough one and also a good game. So yeah, let's see. The best team wins.
There's not many people who are as well versed as you in terms of you played football in England for Chelsea, played football in Spain for Real Madrid. Some big clubs, some very big clubs, right? And so you know the style of football that's played in both countries. In terms of tournament football, what style do you think suits it the most in terms of getting the result tonight?
Honestly, competition is a competition, and it doesn't really matter how you put up your team. All it matters is go out and win games. And yeah, I know, of course, everybody knows Spain tiki-taka kind of football, and England is more kind of direct and physical. So yeah, it's a very good combination. So yeah, as I said earlier on, it's going to be a good game. So yeah, let's hope for the best.
Adi, let's bring you in here. Yeah. In terms of England, obviously we both live and work there. You know about the expectation from back home. You've been watching some of the games from back in England. What's it been like in terms of the atmosphere and the expectation placed on this team?
It's changed. I think it's changed from the start of the tournament. There was almost this narrative that it has to be good football. Right? Let's play like Brazil. Let's play like Spain. Now it's a case of just win it. Win it anyhow. Get there and win it. And look, you have to respect Gareth Southgate's record. Since coming in as a manager, what's it, semi-final, quarter-final, final, now final, as you said, back-to-back finals. It's incredible. But you need to get over that hump. Yeah. Spain have won this before. They're okay. They've done this already. France in the semi-final have done it. Germany have done it. The Netherlands, who England knocked out, have done it way back in '88. England need to do it. Yeah. They need to win one. We can't keep talking about 66 and bringing it home. It can't be coming home if you've not won it for that long, so we need to win one.
I agree. I listened to Roy Jennings talk about it on TalkSport, and he mentioned how when you're studying for an exam, it's all well and good getting the revising in, but if you don't pass the exam at the end of it, it doesn't mean anything. And so England, with Gareth Southgate at this point, they've done all the revising, they've got the experience, and now they need to finally win a trophy, which I think England fans are coming here expecting. We remember the final 3 years ago in Wembley.
This is harder.
This is harder, isn't it?
This is harder.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is this one a more difficult final?
Yeah, this is harder than Italy. Wembley, it was basically a home tournament for England. I know they had that one game away, but it was a home tournament. This Spanish team now have a mix of everything. Essien talked about tiki-taka, and it is tiki-taka, but under De La Fuente, it's also very straight and direct as well. I think we've seen that with Dani Olmo coming on. He's direct. Nico Williams is direct. So they've got a bit of everything. They've got experience, they've got youth, they've got flair, they've got legs. This is going to be tough for England today.
In terms of us talking there, we were speaking about the atmosphere in the stadium. You mentioned how big the pitch is. Would that be a big difference, and who would that favour?
Looking back on me, the pitch is huge, but once the game starts, the adrenaline kicks in, and you do stuff you don't even think about it. But first and foremost, you have to stay in the game and stay in the game plan and execute it, and and then the good result will come.
Michael, sorry, can I talk about your position, midfield, the engine room? When you look at the Declan Rice and young Kobbie Mainoo against Fabian Ruiz and the man Rodri, arguably the best centre midfielder in the world right now, who wins that battle?
That's a good question. I think both players are quite different in terms of how they move the ball and how they move up and down on the pitch. And of course, Rodri has been amazing, and Fabian has been fantastic. He's having a very good tournament, and of course, happy to see Kobbie Mainoo, my own country boy, who's on the big stage now, doing very good. So. And of course, he's got Rice behind him and supporting him and, gelling together on the pitch. So, yeah, it's going to be a very good battle on the pitch tonight.
in terms of the engine room, that's where the game's normally won and lost. That's why centre midfield is so important. But a lot of talk pre-game has been about the wide areas, especially for Spain. Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams, arguably two of the players of the tournament so far. How much of a task will these England fullbacks have to contain those two players?
It's going to be difficult. But what they've got to do, what we haven't really seen Yamal and Nico Williams do, is go backwards.
Yes.
They're so good at going forwards. And in an ideal world, you somehow want, if it is going to be Trippier and Kyle Walker, you want to see them pushed on the back foot. Make them defend a lot as well. Get the legs out of them. As Essien said, it's a really big pitch. Push them that way, because we know going forward, they're going to get their chances. They're too talented not to, but you've got to make them work. Saka's got to make them work. Phil Foden's got a big job, by the way. Phil Foden and Trippier on this left-hand side have got an incredible job against Carvajal and Jamal. I mean, how they're going to deal with that, I don't know. So you've just got to make them defend a little bit, because if those boys get the opportunity to attack you, you're in trouble. Let's push them back a little bit.
I completely agree with that one. In terms of this England team and Gareth Southgate, who's led this England team to 3 semi-finals out of 4 competitions, gets a lot of criticism about the style of football. You played under a man, Jose Mourinho, who played pragmatic football but got results. How important is Gareth Southgate's knack of getting results in a game like this?
I mean, as you said before, I mean, everyone want to play beautiful football, isn't it? Pass the ball, keep possession and all that. But at the end of the day, result is what matters. So if you can do all that and you don't get a result, then work done is zero. So yeah, as you know, Mourinho sometimes he doesn't care. What he cares is about winning. And of course, we on the pitch, we know what we have to do to win the game. So yeah, we just go in and win it. And I mean, possession, of course, possession matters, and it moves players up and down very much, and you get very tired. But then you get the 3 points, you get a win is what matters. So yeah, I think it's going to be the same scenario tonight. Spain would like to keep possession and try to break down England, but if England can pull one up, so why not? So yeah, let's see.
We watched the semi-final together, and England went 1-0 down, and that's when they started playing real football. Is that a problem for England, the fact that they only seem to start getting going when they can see the goal, as opposed to maybe taking the lead and holding that lead and playing progressive football from there?
Probably. I think the semi-final is the best we've seen in England playing the whole tournament. So yeah, if they can replicate that tonight, I think they have a big chance.
Yeah, Spain are favourites. Yeah. Let's not kid ourselves. I mean, they've played the best football this tournament, and they've played the better teams this tournament as well, not just in the knockout stages. I mean, Croatia in the group stage, Italy in the group stage as well. What they've done against Germany, what they did against France, I mean, that was a fantastic match. So they've knocked out the favourites already, so they're going to walk onto this pitch with so much confidence. But this England team have the players to cause them problems, not necessarily just to start an 11 off the bench. Yeah. We've seen Ollie Watkins come off the bench and have an impact. We've seen Cole Palmer come off the bench and have an impact. We've seen Ivan Toney. So Gareth can go to the bench and call on people that he knows can get the job done here today. It's when he does it. My issue with Gareth Southgate is that it takes a while to make those changes. I'm like, make the changes. I mean, Mourinho, as you know...
I think the timing has to be right. So.
Yeah, Mourinho would do after 25 minutes. If it's not right, he's pulling you off.
Fans do.
Yeah, he's pulling you off.
Impatient, but
we do.
Everything is the timing.
Yeah. So you haven't got a problem with how long Gareth Southgate is taking to make substitutions then?
No at all. I mean, he's in charge, and he has to make sure the timing is right to bring in the right players to impact the game. So yeah.
You mentioned fans getting patient. We expect the England fans to outnumber the Spanish here 3-1, which is going to be incredible. Obviously, they've travelled in the mass. There's so many fans here who haven't got tickets. But in the stadium, we expect it to be 3-1 in terms of England fans behind one of the goals and Spain fans behind the other goal. Do you think that atmosphere that England fans can create will affect the result in this game today?
Honestly, I don't think so, because when you look at the semi-finals, I mean, the Dutch were... It was not even. They were way more than the England fan, but it didn't really matter. I mean, England went on to win the game, but I mean, when you have a lot of fans, I mean, you kind of boost your energy level on the pitch. So yeah, if they can turn up in their numbers and cheer for the boys, then something could happen.
Michael, I need a prediction from you right here, right now. We're in the Berlin Stadium before the game kicks off in a few hours. England versus Spain in the final of Euro 2024. Who wins?
I would say it will go down to penalties. So yeah,
and then who wins the penalty shootout?
the best wins. It's everybody's game. So, yeah.
This man sits on the fence more than anybody I know. So he's saying it's going to penalty shootout. Addy, yourself, how do you think this game goes?
Yeah, look, heart says England. I'd love England to win it. I think Gareth's done a good job. I think there are so many good young English players who it would then help in future tournaments. But my head says Spain. Again, I've seen Spain against two fantastic teams in Germany and France, and I just thought, wow, I was surprised by both performances. So I think it will potentially go all the way, but I think Spain will nick it in extra time.
So your head's over in your heart.
Yeah, which probably means they'll probably take my citizenship away and I won't get back into the UK.
For what it's worth, I think England do it. I am very, very biased, but I do think tonight is the night the football finally comes home. Make sure you guys are tuned in for it. 6:30 local time. SportyTV have got you covered this evening. England versus Spain in the final of Euro 2024.